So, okay.
All right, we're live now. Hi, Jasmine. How's it going?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you very much.
So, where's the title? Actually, I can't see it.
No? Do you see it on your, are you on your page?
Yeah.
Should be
Oh,
there.
transitioning. There we go. Sorry, at the top. Yeah, transitioning. Wow, transitioning. I think this is a great topic because I think everybody is going through a transition in some way or another, aren't they?
Yes.
What's happening with my hair?
I think
Yeah.
good.
Feel like, I don't know, it looks a bit weird today. So, so what transition are you going through? Oh, hi, everybody who's joining.
Hello, people. Whoever is joining. We have Kandokar Mehdi Hassan. Hi, Kandokar Mehdi Hassan. We'd like you to share this video with your family, friends on your Facebook, social media platforms, whatever it is. So please share this video so we can have more people watching us. And we're going to be talking about transitioning. And yes. Okay.
Yes.
So
Transitioning. So, what transition are you going through, Maha, at the moment? Are you going through a transition?
all the time, Jasmine, all the time. It's like, it's so funny. I feel like I'm always transitioning.
Wow.
We all are always transitioning.
We are, aren't we? Nothing actually ever stays the same, does it? Nothing stays the same. Sometimes you even, I don't know, with your friends, with work, with everything in your life, when you think about it, nothing, not one thing stays the same. It's weird, isn't it? Sometimes that's a good thing because you think, oh, I'm glad that's, but then I guess that's why you need to enjoy the moments because that's all you've got. Yeah.
That's all you got. Exactly. So it's accepting it, right? Accepting the transition.
Yeah.
Which I feel is not easy for a lot of people. For many people, it's just not easy at all because it's just, how do you accept a change in life?
I know, that's such a good question. And it's like, and it's funny that we still fight against change when it's inevitable and there's nothing we can do about it. Like we have to change with things.
Yes.
But it's funny how we try and just stay where we are as well, don't we? Even though that probably makes it much harder, doesn't it? If we could just go with it, that's what I want to try and do. Just go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are you that kind of person? Do you go with the flow, or do you like want to plan things and want to know what's happening?
I'm not a planner.
Oh, really?
No, I am not.
Wow.
I'm very sorry, I'm just trying to settle this, but at the same time, I'm not a planner at all. I just kind of, I plan things, of course, like everybody does, because I'm a human. So I would before, I have to do my human stuff. So before I sleep at night, I do have a to-do list of this is what I'm going to do.
Oh, do you?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this. And I also tell myself at the same time before I sleep that if things don't happen the way I have put them on a to-do list, is because they're not supposed to happen or they're not meant to happen.
Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. So you're open. You're not attached to an outcome or to a way. Flexible.
Like if I have a commitment with somebody the next day, I will tell them that, okay, hey, like today I'm supposed to be somewhere at around 3:30ish. And they were giving me different timings to meet up those people. So they said, you can either come at like 9 in the morning, you can do like around 12, or you can do like 3:30, right? So I went through this stuff in my head. I'm like, no, I can't do 9 and 11. That's too early for me. And plus I've got this, show going on as well. So I said, let's try to see if we can catch up around 3:30. If things change, let's touch base around 3 o'clock or 2:30, like an hour, right? So if something happens at my end, and I'm not able to come and meet, then I should let you know by 2:30. Like
give a bit of space. Yeah.
Give it space, right? And it's a very important meeting that I have because I'm going through a transition myself right now. So I'm moving.
Wow.
I have to see those people because I'm moving into their place.
So it's them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So I need to see them, right? So
Oh, wow. So you do plan in a way. I mean, you make a note of what you're doing, but you don't do it. It's not a rigid plan.
No, because nothing is rigid. Rigid is not nice. Rigid is rigid.
You're right.
I mean, unless of course you're writing an exam.
Yeah.
That's a different story. I'm not saying let everything be, or let's go by the flow kind of a thing. Some things need to be dealt with utmost priorities, of course, right?
No, but I think you're right in being flexible, because I think I used to be quite like, if I planned something, I used to probably want it to go that way. And if it didn't, I'd be disappointed.
Yeah.
But that's not really a way to live, is it? Because nothing really goes the way you plan it anyway.
No.
And you've got to be open and flexible. You can't predict anything, can you, really?
No.
So
I think whatever involves you, where you are taking the initiative to get somewhere, to do something, those plans can easily change. But if you're with somebody, or you're doing a task that is not your task, but you're doing it because it's somebody's task and you want to do it, then you can't really change the plans that much. Okay, let's make it simple. IELTS exam, for instance, right? The IELTS, you go into the British Council or IDP and you want to write your exam, you pay for it, you study for it, you've got it set. The exam date and time is not going to change.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
might not be able to get to it. You might not be able to, I don't know, reach the test center that day. But most of the time you would. So some things you just can't, right?
Yeah, you're right. Some things you can't really change.
You cannot. And you kind of like go into it because they're so systematic, they're so organized. These are other bodies involved as well in it.
Yeah, what's that quote? Accept the things you can change and have the courage. No, what was it? Accept the things accept the things I can change and the courage to change the things I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference, or something.
Okay, I don't think I've heard that one before.
Really? Haven't you?
No.
No way. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. That's I guess that kind of sums it up in a way. You got to know what you can change and what you can't change.
Yes.
And you need courage to change something as well. Well, I guess they're big changes, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
But like moving house, for example, I mean that is a big change, really, isn't it? Like, how long have you lived where you are?
About a year and a half.
Yeah.
A year and a half.
What's the longest time you've ever stayed in one house?
I would say probably like 20 years.
Oh wow. Okay, so you have stayed somewhere a long time.
Back in Dubai, of course. Maybe 20. Yeah, it's like it's always been like 5-10 years at a place.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that was Dubai, and plus we were there since the 1970s. So of course we weren't really hopping too many places. So just the thought of not being in the same four walls, because I get comfortable with it. That's disturbing. Everything around me. There's a little piece of my mind that is not at peace.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, because of the shadow.
Yeah, exactly. It's just very unsettling.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
I guess
to adapt to what's around me, and I'm just like, I don't want to.
I think the anticipating is definitely worse than actually. It's the thinking about it. I think that's kind of worse than actually doing it. Do you think?
Yeah. Also, for me, I think it's because I haven't really traveled much. I'm just speaking out loud to you since you're the life coach, and you can try to. In my head, because I haven't traveled much, right? Since the 1970s, we were living in in the United Arab Emirates. So Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, right? The only places that I traveled to was Pakistan or the US, and that's it. Well, I did go to Europe, and I went to Germany and Turkey and Romania as well. But it wasn't like oh, let's plan a trip kind of a thing, or let's move to a different city for work, or oh, I found a job somewhere else, let's go there with the family. It was never like that. It was always, everything was so settled.
Well, really?
In Dubai? In Dubai, yes. I wouldn't call it boring, but I guess that's the lifestyle there. And when you're growing up, you know, what do you see? So if you are with parents who travel a lot or who get posted in different cities, or who plan these crazy, let's go on a holiday every couple of months kind of a thing. So you kind of get used to the unsettlements or the moving around or the reason to see different places.
Do you think? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of. For me, it was like, okay, this is home. You know, I'm chilled. And I guess I'm one of those people as well, where it's just like, you know, I would just stand by the window and stare outside for hours.
Wow, really? In Dubai?
In Dubai. Yeah, generally that's how I am, you know.
Okay, just relaxing and
yeah.
being. That sounds nice. That sounds peaceful.
It's very peaceful. I'm also like, you know, I love to drive and stuff, right? So I go for a drive and I would park my car randomly somewhere at a gas station, at a Tim Hortons, at a McDonald's. And I can sit in that car looking at the same view, just staring into it for hours.
Wow.
3 hours. I would just stare.
Does it have to be like a natural view, or can it be anything?
It can be anything. It doesn't, I don't mind it. As long as I can see where it ends on top, I'm okay. But if it's a jungle of buildings, you know, around, actually, no, it doesn't matter, to be honest. It doesn't matter.
What's important about that then? Is it just giving you space, like giving you time to just like think about everything, or just stop?
I think it's
or not think about anything.
It's the natural movements that I see. So for instance, even if it's a building, let's say if I go to downtown, right? So there's a couple of places in downtown that I really like going to and just sitting and staring at people walk. I just love it. Right?
Oh yeah. People watching, yeah.
People watching, or nature watching, or lake watching, or you know, the Canadian goose watching, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. As long as there's some sort of a movement.
Okay.
The wind moving.
Wow.
You know, if I'm staring into the fields, and I see the wind moving the I'm gonna say the corpse, but the crops.
Oh God.
Terrible. For me, that is. And because I like to be still when I'm thinking, so for me, you know, moving out of a place in a year and then going into another one, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to be there for like 4 years, 5 years, 2 years, 1 year, 6 months. That is the only botheration that I have.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's totally unsettling. And when you do, like, when you're like watching and things, do you have to be outside or inside, or you don't care?
Oh, I could be inside.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's not it. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I have a patio right there. I actually wanted to sit on the patio today. I couldn't find my earpiece, but I sit there
really
from morning till evening.
Do you?
And there's nothing to look at except everybody else's patios who are in this area. And I just sit there, you know, looking at the sky, doing nothing.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
It is.
Yeah. Because obviously you can't really do that in Dubai at this time of year.
Yes, because it's hot.
Yeah. But I think no, being outside, like inside, yeah. But I think I love doing that as well. But outside, if I'm outside, you've got the sky or something, yeah, because you feel free.
Yeah. Do you also enjoy people watching, or am I the only crazy one here?
I think a lot of people do. I think I do sometimes. Yeah. Depends where I am. Not anywhere though. It depends. It's got to be like an interesting sort of play. Like a lot of people maybe, not just the odd one.
You one person that you're watching the whole day, right? That's
buzzing. Like if it's a buzzing sort of place, maybe.
yes.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I'd rather just be at the beach.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I like watching people at the beach, maybe, because I'm enjoying being there as well.
You know where I used to enjoy people watching? The vegetable markets in Dubai. You know the open vegetable markets?
Yeah, I hardly ever go, but
Okay. So
yeah, I can imagine that would be interesting.
there's Dubai where they have the Dow, you have the
Oh yeah.
on.
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. Yes, yes, yeah.
Yes, I love going there. I used to love going there, just watching people work. And
Yeah.
you look at them, you look at their faces, and you try to kind of like this is what used to go in my head is like I'm trying to understand everybody's life journeys.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. No.
Yeah.
That's such an interesting place. It's so cultural and it's buzzing, and there's so many little things happening, isn't there? Like you could spend hours there. Yeah, just watching. So much character there.
Somebody just sent us an angry face, like, okay, sure. Like, why are you angry? I know, an angry face just popped up. I want to see who it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're not happy.
Change is I can't even say it. Inevitable. Change is inevitable. Yes, that's true.
I'm gonna take that clipping, okay? I'm gonna clip it off and go like, listen, okay, everybody fumbled.
Oh God. But no, you're right. You're right. People watching. And it's free. So
It's free. Yeah.
People are interesting though. So is anybody going through a transition at the moment?
Oh, let's ask. So
seems to be a couple of questions, but
so should I say transitioning? Do you transition?
Or are you going through a transition at the moment?
Okay. Okay, I'll just put, are you going through a transition?
Yes.
Plain and simple like that, okay.
Oh, wait, you put it there. Okay, great. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, there's all different kinds of transitions. But I think also, they say, don't they, a change is as good as a rest.
Right.
What do you think about that?
A change is as good as a rest?
Yeah, have you heard that expression?
I have. But
do you believe it?
I don't know, maybe, no. If you can elaborate.
Oh, really?
On that. A change is as good as a rest. Rest as in like rest, let's just have a rest.
Well, like a break, like a break.
Oh, the
like
break.
Like a break, yeah. Like some people say, change your job or change something and then you'll feel better. You could be just as refreshed changing out something than actually just having a rest.
I agree with that.
Do you? Oh, you do agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's refreshing, yeah. And like you're going for a changing your where you live. That could be it's like a new beginning, then you'll have new thoughts, maybe new surroundings. Sometimes it can be
challenging, the new challenges that you're going to face. I think it's very necessary, Jasmine, to have a change in life, to go through transitioning, because you need to keep gaining experience, right? You need to keep moving to gain experience and to gain and to move forward. You need to move forward. You need to walk.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't just stop. You just get left behind. Well, you can't. If you don't make decisions yourself, things will just be made for you. Decisions will be made for you.
Yeah. And like, my life in the United Arab Emirates was so different because I was so used to being settled in one place, like living in a house for like 20 years for that matter, right? Nothing was like a big, oof, let's change something kind of a thing. I knew the people, I knew the schools, worked at the same schools for like 5, 6, 7 years. Nothing changed, right? It was a routine that I was living.
Yeah.
It was very nice. I loved it. I loved it. I wish I could go back and just live those moments again.
Really? Do you? What
Because,
do you miss the most? Yeah.
it's just the buzz that was around it, because when you're settled and you've got a routine, 9 to 2 you're doing this, or 9 to 5 you're doing this, you have so much time for yourself as well. The same people, you hang out with the same people, you're not getting hurt by the new ones, you're not finding new friends. There's so much that happens, with being settled.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. And you really do stay in your comfort zone because you don't need to do. We just live do the same thing every day.
Do the same thing. And because you're in your comfort zone, settled around the environment, even the new people that you meet, it's okay if they didn't turn out to be good because you're still in your comfort zone.
You're safe. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. I remember feeling like that. Yeah, when I was at home in England. And I remember I used to go out, like my job, and people would invite me out, and they were from other areas of the country. So they were down on their own. So obviously when they had a day off, they wanted to go out with people from work. But I didn't really make such a big effort because I thought, well, I could just go home and I've got people there. But it can make you a bit lazy, I think. If you've got your people already, you don't need to go out and meet new people, Whereas if you're on your own, like I've been on my own here, and I've really had to push myself to go out because, like, well, if I don't go out, then I won't speak to anybody.
Yeah.
It forces you more.
It does. And I don't know. You got to be ready, like, honestly, I wasn't ready for all these changes in my life. I wasn't ready to be living in Canada and just trying to sort things out.
Really?
It was something that I wasn't used to, right? Because I've always been with family. So things have been done for me.
Wow. Oh, God, that must have been a big thing then.
So
what was it? That was a huge change then. That was a big transition, changing, from Dubai to Canada. I mean, it's so far away. How far away is it?
14 hours direct flight.
How did you get through that then? Like what?
It was something that I had to kind of like force myself into. I planned it in my head for a good 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
It wasn't a decision.
So the plan. So that was a plan.
It was, yes, it was part of the plan. Yes. I knew my eventual goal was I'd given myself a deadline in Dubai. Okay, this is really funny. Okay, because it gives me the goosebumps every time I speak about it.
Really?
So, I knew eventually I had to be here for various reasons: my daughter's education, my residency, citizenship, and all that stuff. Right. So that was there.
Oh, okay. So, okay, you knew that.
Exactly. So, but I was kind of like delaying it. I could have been here like 10 years ago if I wanted to, but I was like, nah, I'm just gonna still, And once I made up that mind that plan,
wow,
is going to happen.
Yeah.
In 2017 or before that, because it couldn't have been later than 2017. A specific.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I had the documents, right? So
okay.
Date, I couldn't go beyond it, not even like 10 minutes over it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. So because that thing was already there, that's like the final date and everything.
The deadline, yeah.
The deadline. Everybody who's around me knows this for a fact, that a year before that, exactly about a year and a couple of months before that, my life automatically started going towards that transition.
No way. Really?
Everything around me, Jasmine, in Dubai,
Oh God, I can
I
imagine. Yeah.
crazy. I saw doors shutting on me.
Did you?
I saw
Wow.
blockages. I saw things stopping for me. Only in Dubai, because that was it.
Wow.
My
It was
time.
preparing you. It was the end.
Yes.
Like what? What kind of things were stopping?
Everything related to my work, my mainly to work, because that's what you do in
That's the main thing, of
that's
course.
the thing, right? Um, we had a change of I was between Dubai and Sharjah, British Council those days.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Um, and I'd never done Sharjah before. And I was doing Sharjah because Dubai didn't have the hours. It was a lot of
Right.
different things. My immediate manager changed at the British Council as well.
Wow.
So that meant
Mm.
the number of hours were getting reduced also.
Wow.
It was just, and I used to just sit there and go like, okay, there goes another one. That's another door. That's another door.
You could see what was happening.
Yes. Yes.
That's
So
about being aware then. If you're aware.
yeah.
Yeah.
So even now that I'm transitioning again from a city to a city, it's as a human, of course, we all have our fears, right? But because I'm aware of things that are happening around me, I feel them. I feel them walking towards me as well at the same time. I see the transitions walking towards me, and I sit and observe and absorb.
Wow, that's good. Sit, observe, absorb. I like that. Exactly. You got to just stop, actually. I think that's really important rather than go, 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 go.
Yes.
You've got to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So easy just to, do things and you're like, oh my God, I don't even know what I've been doing for the past however many weeks because you're just so in the, just going with it.
Right.
Treadmill. But that's so interesting though, isn't it? It was like you were meant to go. Did you end up going to Canada sooner than that date? Or did you still go at the same time?
Oh, same time. And it's a crazy story. I'll tell you one day. But it was just so crazy. I went on the same date that I had manifested.
Oh my God.
I didn't really have much of a choice, but to choose that date. I could have gone before, but I was like, nah, I'll just go on the last one.
Went on the last, did you?
Like deadline. I'm also known as a lastminute.com person amongst my friends because I do things last minute.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what? I'll take the latest option. Nothing before.
You're both very boring, he said. Oh, thank you very much.
I know. And he's been sitting with us for the last probably like good 30 minutes, enjoying. He's always there in all our lives. So
really?
Yeah, he's always there.
But,
to be enjoying boredom.
Yeah, exactly. You're lucky that we're giving you this space to feel bored. I think if you can feel bored, you're lucky, actually. Yeah. Oh, sorry, it was a joke. All right.
Yeah, I like it. You're transitioning.
It's like whatever. It's like whatever. It's like they can we've got our own thing going on. It doesn't matter. Not affected anymore.
Yes.
I agree.
Go ahead.
I agree. Transition is really very important. If we want to grow in your life, you have to come out of comfort zone. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. But sometimes we're forced out of our comfort zone though, aren't we?
Yeah.
Sometimes we have a choice and then a lot of the time we just stay there. But other times we don't have the choice, do we?
And we need to know if you don't have a choice, we don't have a choice. You cannot force to be in a place just because you are comfortable there.
Yeah, like your date, in a way you were forced.
Yeah.
That was, you couldn't go beyond that date. So that was out of your control in a way.
I would have lost a lot in life had I.
Really?
No, I probably would have not because I knew the plan B and the plan C.
Really? Did you have a B and C as well?
Yeah. I had the plan B and C. Canada was still in my radar. I still would have done it. But for me, it was like, I don't want to. It's like, again, when you want to for the change, number one, you have to embrace it, right? You have to embrace the fact that the change is going to happen eventually, whenever it is.
Yeah.
Once you embrace it, your mind kind of starts thinking, okay, how is it going to be? So it starts showing you the scenarios.
Yeah.
And once it starts showing you the scenarios, there's a lot of what ifs, right?
What ifs? Yeah. I was just saying, hi, Tony. How are you doing?
Hi,
somebody from my thing. You're right. You're completely right. But what about making decisions then? Because that's something. Because I was listening to something or reading something the other day, and they were saying about making decisions. It doesn't matter how much research you do into making decisions. You may as well just make it and just hope for the best, because you'll never ever know the outcome. It's impossible to find out the outcome,
Yeah.
And that kind of made me feel a bit better, because I thought, well, yeah, why do I personally spend so long making decisions and thinking, procrastinating, and just drive myself absolutely crazy? And it's like, you can think for, I don't know, the rest of your life, you're still never going to know the outcome. The only way you'll know the outcome is if you just do it. And that kind of made me feel a bit better, because I thought, well, then every decision is a risk then. So if you can accept that and then just go for it, because you're never going to know, like you're never, ever going to know. But then I guess you do, it's calculated, because that was a risk, you go into Canada, but I guess you did know some of the outcomes. So I don't even know if that makes sense.
I knew nothing. I knew nothing.
You knew nothing?
No. I got no family here.
Wow.
Yeah. I knew nothing.
What did you know? What did you know?
I just knew the only thing I knew. Hi, I just want to say hi to Afshin. She is she's an amazing person. She's a healer, and she also does meditations live on her page.
Oh wow, do you? I'll be watching those.
Yes, and Afshin and Jasmine should get connected, and I think it's a good idea for you both to be connected as well. She's amazing, and
wow. Oh, Maha is the biggest risk taker.
And Afshin is somebody that I've known since I was 13.
Really? Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, love you too, Afshin. Okay, so your question was, what was your question again?
Like, what did you, like, when you had this huge decision, and like I said, most of the time, we're never going to know the outcome.
Yeah.
So there's no point. Sometimes I think, is it even worth even thinking about? Because we're never going to know. But some things we do know, like we will know before we make the decision, yeah? Or not. Like, what did you know before you went to Canada?
Nothing. I knew nothing.
You literally knew nothing. I mean, I guess you knew about Canada. You knew what Canada was.
Oh, yes, of course. I've been coming to Canada for the last 20 years, right? So
yes, you knew the place, yeah.
I knew the place. No people, no job, nothing. I had no clue.
Really?
I literally, and when I say this to you, I'm like saying the honest truth. I had no clue what I was going to do in Canada. I knew I was going to teach. That was for sure. Because
that is scary, isn't it? Yeah.
I was like, the only thing I want to do in Canada is teach, right? How was that going to be achievable? No clue. No clue, because I didn't have anybody in this industry. And it's a very different industry here than in Dubai, because you've got the public system, right? You've got the private and the public.
Oh, yeah. Like England, yeah.
Nobody knows me in this country. That was a challenge. Your resumes, the way you speak to people, the way you go for interviews, everything is different. But the only thing I knew is I'm going to Canada and I'm going to be teaching there.
Wow. You didn't have a job to go to or anything?
No, nothing. Nothing.
What was going through your mind on the plane?
I was just like, the doors in Dubai have closed.
Really? So you knew?
3, 4.
So this was all instinct then? Do you think this was all your intuition guiding you?
Yes, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. I think that's what it is. You got to listen to your intuition.
You got to listen to it. You got to listen to it. And I think you mentioned something about, the decisions we make, right? And we think about them so much.
Yeah.
I was just talking to somebody recently as well about this. And, I was like, listen, the decisions that we make or the people that we meet, the only thing we have to think is the minute you look at, let's say I want to buy a bottle of water, right? And I look at 1, 2, 3, 4 different ones. And there's only one that clicks to me instantly. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Just pick
Yeah,
it
so true.
up, right?
Right.
It
You're
could be
right.
the third one or the fourth one. But if my first one, if
Yeah, that's good.
Afshin, I love you too. Your dad is
Aw.
the sweetest person I've ever met. Oh my God. I've never heard that one before, but thank you so much. I'm going to give
That's
them
so
a
nice.
call right after this.
Yeah.
So sweet. So if you have looked at the first bottle of water, okay, and your eyes shifted to the second,
Yeah.
this is not
Yeah.
your choice. It's not your choice because you shouldn't have to shift your focus to find something better.
You already know.
Yeah. So let's say you go out shopping or you're looking for shoes or whatever. You don't like the first pair of shoes that you try on. It's really nice, it's the good colors, it's comfortable, but you don't like it because you would only know that you don't like it once you start looking for other pairs of shoes.
Yeah, sometimes you need to see more to confirm. But do you use your intuition for everything then? Like all your decisions? That's amazing. And do you think the healing's helped?
Yes.
Because that makes you a bit more connected. I think coaching has helped me be a bit more, have the courage to listen to my intuition. Because we all have it, don't we? But sometimes we don't listen to it. It's such a quiet voice.
Yes. But sometimes my intuitions also get mixed.
Yeah.
There's always positivity from here. I'm like, okay, I really need to choose one of 5 positive things that are happening right now. That's where my logic has to come in. And
it's both then.
Yeah. But it's mainly the intuition that I realized much later that, okay, it's because that I had that intuition. And at that moment I said,
Really?
okay, yeah. So my logic eventually wants to make, or maybe my intuition wants to back up saying your logic says the same thing too.
Yeah, your intuition helps the logic. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So you knew. So when you were on that plane, even though you were scared, you knew you were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no what ifs. And this is why I give myself 3 to 4 years. So if Yeah. So if I want to do something and I want to go through a transition and I know it's going to be a life-changing transition, I give myself 3 to 4 years.
Do you really?
Yes. Because those 3 to 4 years help me build up to that point where I don't turn back and go like, shit, what did I just do?
Yeah, because 1 year is not enough, is it? At all. 2 years is probably not even enough either. It takes 1 year to find your feet, another year to probably get a life, and yeah. You need about 3 to 4 years.
I educate myself, I groom myself, I mold myself for what I'm going to do in 4 years.
So what do you want? Like, how long have you been there now? 3 years?
About 3.5 years.
Wow. So what are you thinking? Do you think, no, I'm going to stay? Like,
yeah, right now I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm not shifting right now. I'm not uncomfortable right now. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read some comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Rana Omer. He is an RJ here in Toronto. He's from Pakistan, and I've done a couple of shows with him as well.
Oh, wow.
Most of us push ourselves up to that limit where we are forced to come out of the comfort zone by others, by their acts and behaviors.
Wow.
Afshin is just a sweetheart. You want to read that?
My heart is the biggest risk taker.
Yeah, I've always been like that. The craziest one. Okay.
I guess because do you think, because like with me, when I've taken risks, how it's helped me is because I think, well, if I don't do this, then what's the other option is actually scarier.
Right.
Have you had, I don't know if that you felt like that because
Yeah,
like,
of course.
really, yeah.
Either this or that. But then again, it's just being aware. I don't know.
Sometimes the known is scarier than the unknown.
Yeah. But you gotta try it.
Exactly. I love that. Yeah, you got to try it because, like we said, you never know until you try.
Yeah. So, do you want to read that?
We are scared to try to change our circumstances when we are in our comfort zone, but when things get bad, then we choose to go towards transition because there is no other option left. Wow, yeah, I love that. Exactly. If you're in a bad place, for me, it's been easier to get out of my comfort zone because it was even though it was comfortable and familiar, I didn't like it at all. So it was kind of easier to get out. So that really makes sense to me.
Actually says 3 to 4 years. That's amazing. Yeah. Surprisingly, I didn't know that I was doing that.
Really?
I had no clue, but this is something that I've done for years, that I would.
It's a good time frame.
In my head, right? It's just sitting in my subconscious mind somewhere. And this is something that I feel like I really, how you want to manifest or something, right? So you think of something, and for me, it's like I'd give it 3 to 4 years. And somehow the universe would work around me to make sure that things work that way. Because obviously I'm manifesting at the same time as well, right? That idea.
What, doing affirmations and things, you mean?
Either doing affirmations or just probably just manifesting that particular situation in 4 years, right?
Really?
So I'm like working towards it.
Wow. So you always have a clear vision?
Probably, yes. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I guess
so
we
that's
need
why transitions sometimes don't bother me. They don't disturb me. Right?
Wow. Yeah.
Even now I'm thinking there's probably something in my subconscious that's making me move to a place that I've always been wanting to go to for the last 3 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Changing cities.
Wow.
Right? So it's just, there's something. And once I get there, because right now my mind is a little unsettled as well. I need
Of course.
I need to declutter. I need to find movers. There's a lot happening. So once I get there, it would just reveal itself that, oh, okay, yeah, this was it.
Yeah, no, you do seem very calm. The fact that you're moving this week.
Moving, my friends getting married. There's a lot of things happening. Oh my God, don't ask.
Transition. This is transition week then.
It is transition week, yeah. Didar Must says, yep, it's very difficult to choose another field in a new location where the person is totally stranger, even can't know anything. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But this is what I tell people, Jasmine, as well. You don't know what life has in store for you.
Yeah, exactly.
The more you think that, oh, I don't know what's going to happen because I don't know anybody. No, it's just blind faith, 100%.
Wow. Yeah, trust.
The trust, right? There was this story once I remember of this person who fell off a bridge or something. He was a rock climber, right? Climbing up the rope.
Yeah.
And his rope snapped, right? And he fell. And all of a sudden, it probably got hooked onto something on the mountain or the tree or the branch or whatever, and it stopped. He stopped falling, right? And while he was falling, the only thing he was thinking was, oh God, please don't kill me. Oh God, please save me, right? So as soon as he stopped and he was kind of like hanging again, he heard a voice, let go.
No, let go. Yeah.
He didn't. Right?
And he didn't?
No, he didn't let go. Because he didn't know, like, where's the voice coming? It was dark. He couldn't see what was down below. It was dark around him. He had just fallen off a mountain. and got stuck somewhere, on a tree or something. And he heard the voice, and as he was falling down, obviously his head is just like, oh God, help me, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. You've got those thoughts, right? And as soon as he gets stuck somewhere, he says he hears a voice, let go. Now he doesn't know where the voice is coming from. He doesn't know what's happening. He's like scared out of his brain.
Yeah.
And I think probably the night passed away, and the night passed and everything. And the next morning there were people around him. And the image that I see is he's probably like 5 feet above the ground, stuck on the last tree that was on the mountain, like, that way. And as he fell down the mountain, his rope got stuck in that little piece of, wood, and he was just 5 feet over the ground.
So why did he die then?
He probably just got scared or whatever. He died. I don't know. I don't know why he died. That they didn't tell me, but like whatever.
He could have just or maybe that's a weird story, isn't it? Because if he had let go, he probably would have survived, yeah?
Yes.
But then how did he die if he didn't what killed him? Yeah.
No, he probably just died because he was hurt or whatever physically, or maybe he had a heart attack or whatever, thinking, okay, I'm going to die anyway.
Oh, yeah. But if he'd have just let go, he would have.
Yes.
Wow. So he didn't listen to his intuition.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Or testing waters at the same time. So again, if you're hearing something like this, maybe he could have, I'm sure he had something on his body that he could have removed and just thrown down to see how far he was from the ground.
But he was so scared and fear.
Yes. So don't 100%, what do you call it? Believe your intuitions. You got to test them too. You got to test your waters.
Wow.
Because your gut feeling definitely not necessarily could be a positive gut feeling. It could be a negative one too. Yes, your gut feelings are true. Your intuitions are true. But at the same time, you gotta test your waters too.
Both. You got it, head and heart and guts.
Yes.
Head and heart and guts. Yeah.
And this is why I said earlier as well that my intuition is usually backed by the logic as well. So that's why I take 3 to 4 years to logically reason why, kind of. It's a mix and match. It's a weird mix and match now that I think about it.
Yeah. Let's go. Let go.
Let go. Yeah, let go.
Let go. Yeah. Because when you were telling me that story, for me, it was like the message for me, because I guess everyone has a different message. Yeah. For me, it was like when you're so scared in that state of fear, you make the wrong decision.
Yeah.
If you can relax, and like you say, when you meditate and you're calm, you seem calm now, then when you're in the right state, you make the right decision. Naturally, right? There's sometimes when I'm doing my counseling sessions with people, and they're just like not ready to let go. I said, please practice 2 words. So what? Oh, so what? Really?
But you got to do it. You got to say it in a special manner. You can't say, so what? You have to say, so what? Like, so
what? Yes. So what? So basically, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Like, what's the big deal kind of a thing, right? Like, whatever.
You're right.
Yeah. Because when you got to question your mind. You got to question yourself. Like, so what? Like, what's going to happen? Like, what? Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Because otherwise you just get trapped and you never make that decision. And then it's made for you. Like, well, that guy, he probably didn't make a decision, did he? He was just froze and then it was made for him.
Yeah.
Just do it. Take the chance. Yeah.
So do you take risks? Jasmine, how is your transition and like, are you going through a transition right now?
Definitely. Well, yeah, because being on unpaid leave, I was kind of forced to make a transition. But I wanted to do it. But had that situation not happened, I probably would have taken longer and I might not have done it straight away. So that kind of pushed me to make that transition. And for me, it has been the scary. I think even though like living in those countries and everything, this feels like it has been the scariest thing I've done. I don't know, actually. When I say it out loud, I don't know if it has been the scariest thing.
You're enjoying it totally. I've been watching you for the last couple of months, totally loving it.
Because I know, like you said, it feels right. It does feel like I'm doing the right thing, so that's good. Like intuitively, I know I'm doing the right thing. But I still get days where I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like, because I'm on my own, and and I'm just like, I need security, I need structure, I crave that, And before I went through a stage, I've gone through all these different stages. The first stage of the transition out of my comfort zone, I was waking up every day saying, oh, what have you done? You've made a huge mistake. It's not going to work. Da, da, da. That went on for 3 weeks, tormenting me. And then after that, what else happened? Then I just went through a stage where I wanted someone to tell me what to do. It's like, it's like I was missing having a boss or something to say, do that, that, and that, and I don't have to think, I went through that. And now I feel like, no, I'm glad I'm doing it. That's how I feel today. I don't know how I'll feel tomorrow. But definitely I'm feeling more comfortable being uncomfortable, slowly. Like, because the first few weeks were horrendous. It was horrendous. Yeah, because it's like, okay, it's just me. Depending on, that's kind of a bit scary. And you worry, have I made the right decision, But like you said, you've got to just trust it. And I keep thinking to myself, well, I know in a year's time, when I look back, whatever happens, just read that. Whatever happens, I'll be happy that I just tried, Even if it doesn't work out, oh no, I'll be happy that I tried. I'll regret it if I don't try. I know that. That's all I know. So that's what's keeping me going. And I don't know. I couldn't, obviously, 3 to 4 years. That's great, but I don't know how long. I probably need to have a deadline. Actually, I think a year before. I mean, it's different, my situation though, isn't it? Because you're working properly. Like I am just starting, so I'm going to reevaluate in a year. I think I'm going to try this for a year. In Dubai, yeah. But
do you want to read that?
I've been through an awful lot since I arrived in the UK. Fabulous time, bad time. But it came to a point where I lost the sense of being, found comfort in Christianity. I'm not a Bible or what personal thing that gave. Right, okay. So sometimes you find that gave me peace of mind. Right, okay. Wow. I guess sometimes we need something else, don't we? Support maybe, or guidance, or be more. I love that. Being more comfortable, feeling uncomfortable. Exactly.
You're gonna love Afshin if you guys connect. And I think I've mentioned I was speaking to Afshin a couple of weeks ago, and of course, we're like, hey, I'm consistent with Jasmine. And
really,
yeah, of course, everybody knows this now. Everyone knows the only person Maha right now is consistent with
really,
Jasmine, and they're wondering like what exactly is happening here.
Amazing.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I guess for me as well, which I love. I mean, I love talking to you and everything. And I guess for me, it's consistency. This is what I'm craving as well in my life. Consistency, right. Because I guess it helps having that routine consistency. It really does help me. Yeah.
And plus, I think also, Jasmine, it's like we gotta be I sometimes put up posts on my I think of quotes and I put them up, right?
Yeah.
The intentions are so important. The intentions are so important. So if you're being consistent with somebody, you got to know why you're being consistent with them. What are the intentions behind it? Because I'm sure my subconscious mind is looking for something that I know that Jasmine's subconscious mind is going to give me. It's the I wouldn't say exchange of the subconsciousness, but there is something that my mind needs, which I know Jasmine, being a life coach, and if you haven't followed her, please do so on our Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is, all of them. So please follow Jasmine, the life coach, okay? So I know there is something Jasmine's going to give me. That need there's probably blocks of, or I wouldn't say blocks, but there's holes of knowledge that still need to be filled in. And I know they're going to come.
No, definitely. And I feel like that with you as well. And especially with the pranic healing. You're a pranic healer, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. And you have a very calm energy about you. And it's funny actually, because the other day I was talking to some people, and they were all healers. And they were all talking about pranic healing. And I was just like, this is so weird. It's like I'm meeting pranic healers now, you know. It's like, wow, is that a sign?
Yeah, Afshin's a healer as well, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is a friend of my dad's from Pakistan, Amjad Kareem. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're doing well. He says you both are doing wonderful job for bringing positive change in people's life. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much.
This is for you, Jasmine.
Soul Tribe connects us to divine level. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Yes, yes. No, you're right. It's positive, isn't it? I always learn something.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Tony. Good job. I'll be watching you when you're on.
Thank you, Tony. It's been wonderful.
Yes, thank you. But yes, no, and you never know, like who like you're saying something to and who it's actually really helping. You know, we're talking about something and maybe somebody really needs to hear it right now. Mm-hmm. You never know. Even if like one person says, oh, wow, that's made a difference. You just don't know, do you?
No. And it's also very important that you pick up, you know, what you want to learn, right, from others. Like we said at the beginning of this, is like, you know, you meet people either for because they're going to teach you a lesson, or you're going to gain some experience. So you meet people for experience or for a lesson. Afshin says both of you.
Thank you so much. So are you. Where is Afshin based?
California, I believe.
Oh, really? Wow. God, we're all so far away, aren't we, from each other?
Yeah, I think are you in California, or please remind me? I'm so terrible. Her younger sister and I were in school together. Also, and really? She was also in the same school. Yes, we grew up in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's why I've like known them since I was like 12, 13 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Chicago.
Oh, you're not too far, Afshin. You know, when all this Corona stuff is over, I'll be driving down very soon.
Is it really not that far from you?
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't be that far. Just a couple of hours, like maybe 8-10 hours drive, I believe.
Oh, God. I guess that doesn't sound far in Canada.
No.
Yeah, that's not far. 8-10 hours.
Block.
Wow.
Okay. Do you want to read that?
Once you radiate solidarity, stewardship towards others, it definitely returns back to you one way or another. Yes, totally. And it's so simple, isn't it? What you give out comes back. And it might not be from the same person, but whatever you give out will come back to you in one way or another. But do you believe that? I mean, I do believe it, but yeah.
By the way, he's also a life coach.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We're attracting lots of life coaches and healers tonight then. That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Please visit. We will do a healing session on Ray of Sunshine.
Oh, yes. We have to. We have to one day. Wouldn't it be nice if we were all in the same country?
Yeah. Plus, now, you know, we're all virtually together, right?
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
You're right. You're right. It's not the same though. It's still. I mean, it's great. It is great, but it's not the same.
Yeah. But I just feel, I think this is what the world kind of, again, it has been a shift, right? And we go through the shifts, and the shifts sometimes are very uncomfortable. I think the world really needed this shift as well, because we were so much in everybody's face.
Totally. We need to stop.
Yeah. We
I think
had
you're
a lot
right.
of people in our inner circles that were not required. There was a lot of exchange of energies, like direct, right? Meeting people at work, socializing, whatever it was. It's like my space wasn't my space anymore for a lot of us. And I think it was really important for the world to take a break and go like, hey, stay in your space, get comfortable with it again, know who you are. And
Yeah.
people, and don't mix in your energies. There were too many energies getting mixed up. The good
Yeah.
ones are learning to be, a little confused about why are we so good? We need to be bad too, kind of. Or the bad ones were just like getting worse, right? And
It was too fast. It was definitely too fast.
yeah, it's too much. And
You're right.
When your energies mix is when there's a lot of turmoil as well.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what happened with the volcanoes, the tsunami, the tornadoes. It's like the energies are mixing, the wind power, all that stuff. Earthquakes happen because the energies, down there below under the earth are mixing, right? And they can't take it anymore.
Like Afshin said, we needed a storm for things to shift, reorganize. I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is true.
And we reconnect with ourselves again. Because, I remember I would say, like, it was hard to say no to people. Like, hey, let's go out for, for drinks, for dinner, for whatever, right? And we're like, oh, okay, let me just, yeah, sure, kind of, right? And if you said no, then you would be considered rude. So either you say yes and force yourself to be somewhere, or you just say no and be rude. So I think now has come a time where you just meet people virtually and go like, hey, I'm having my coffee. Like, you can have your coffee too, kind of a thing, right?
Yeah. Do you spend a lot of time on virtual, like?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
So yeah, me too, actually. Yeah.
So the energies around me have literally cleared.
That's true.
There's no bumping.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Much needed.
Yeah, I think you're right. But yes, does anyone else have any questions or anything?
Anybody else going through transition? So our question was, I didn't put up any banners, nothing today. Hold on a minute. Okay. Let me put that up today. Just being really silly.
That's all right.
Where are my banners? Okay, so I'm waiting for people to tell us, what their what transitions they've gone through recently, and how comfortable they were with their. There you go. That feels like us now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, I guess everyone's been through a transition. Yeah, I'm just reading the comments. Yeah, but yes, there's always new transitions. Can't get away from them.
Yeah.
With Nava as mine. Sorry. Yeah.
With Nava, it's on the ticker now as well. With Nava. There you go. That's the that's her profile picture on her page, Afshin. That will help you kind of find this page faster. So with Nava, it is. Yeah.
Thanks. But yeah, no, it's it's been interesting anyway, talking about transition. It's hard to round it up into something, isn't it? It's like so many things. Transition is just so many things.
It is.
Mm.
Do you feel the release of some energies right now?
Release of energies.
Or like,
Maybe.
do you feel lighter?
I think so. Yeah. Do you?
Yeah. I've literally just felt, I don't know why, but it's just like I just felt that there was a rush of energies that just left me for a reason. It's like
Wow, really?
I felt the woof in my head all the way from top to bottom. It's just like something just left.
Wow.
This is a much needed session.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Oh, thanks, Afshin. Cool name. Thanks. I think next time it would be great to do some healing. That would be amazing because I keep hearing about this healing. I mean, I have had some healing before, but I mean, 2 times. It's
Right.
nothing. It's nothing. But that would be amazing if we can talk about that next time. The benefits of healing.
For sure.
I'm sure there's so many.
Yeah,
You'll be moved. You'll be in your place then.
Yes, the next time that we do our live, I'd probably be let's
Oh
look
my
at
God.
yeah.
Wow. That is another, that will be a change.
It is going to be the 30th of August.
You're moving on the 30th.
No, when we do the live session again, that will be 30th of August.
Yeah. And when are you moving? This week?
Yes, I hope so.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
hoping to. Yeah. No, but I'm gonna take probably a week to move slowly.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I prefer. Yeah. That's it. You need a week. Definitely.
Yeah.
Ashley said, I do healing meditations on Ray of Sunshine. That sounds just what I need.
Yeah. So
But
she
no, that would be good.
on that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be really interesting.
Yes.
I'm sure everyone can benefit from it, can't they?
Sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
yes.
guys, we've been here for just over an hour. If there is something that you would like to share with us, a transition that you are going through, if you feel that you're not really going through any transitions and everything is kind of just, plain and simple, then please look carefully. Look carefully because we're always going through a transition. And
Afshin said, next week's topic, I am strong. Wow. Is that Afshin's next topic? Oh.
Yeah, that's her meditation. So she put that tagline as I am strong and make you go through a meditation. And it's a meditation for like 30 minutes. And it's just, you're going to like it.
Well, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
It's beautiful.
Yes, yeah.
The way she just comes on and she's like, she's all smiles and she's so full of energy. It's amazing. You're going to love it.
Okay, well, hopefully I can make it. Yeah.
So, I guess become aware of the transitions that are around you on a regular daily basis.
And message us when you're going to, tell us what you've learned from this session and message us and keep in touch with us. And tell us what you want us to talk about, because we do topics every 2 weeks about this. Anything that can bring you positivity or help you or make your life better in any way, we can talk about any of those subtopics, can't we? Whether it be how can coaching benefit you, how can healing benefit you, how can meditation benefit you, anything that helps you, we'd love to talk about.
Yeah, and if your life is too busy and you want to get bored, then you can watch us too.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So yes, so we'll be waiting for people to message us. If there's, again, anything that you want us to specifically talk about.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Then yes, do let us know. So I guess, Jasmine, I'll be seeing you again on the 30th of August.
Yes. 8:30 Dubai time.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's 12:30 Toronto time.
Okay, great. Oh, one more comment. Who's reading it? Are you reading it, Maha?
Okay, sure. So that's Vishwadeep Bali. Hey, Vishwadeep, I hope you're doing well. He says, transitioning is common in one's life. Say example, my brother was professor of physics in India, but as he shifted to Amsterdam, he entered the restaurant business. Good. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Great.
Nice.
Great. It is common. It is common. It's common for everybody. But if you have any tips, let us know as well. Okay. Perfect.
Yes. So we're going to wrap up our session because we need to transition.
Yes.
And okay. What about transcending?
Transcending.
Have you experienced transcending?
Well, tell me your experience, and I'll see if I have.
My transitions are always. I'm more transcending than I'm transitioning.
What do you mean transcending?
Okay, so the literal meaning of that is to go or be beyond the range of limits of something abstract, typically a conceptual field or division.
Wow.
When
Okay.
you're transcending is basically, I mean, if you put it in very simple terms, when you die, your soul leaves your body. You have transcended from this plane that you're in to the next one, whatever you are, right?
Right.
But your minds also transcend, or your souls, I wouldn't say souls physically transcend, but your thoughts transcend. So when your thoughts are transcending, they're going higher and higher and higher to think more and more and more, to be deeper and wiser. That's transcending.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, probably. Maybe we can do that next time. You'll have to show me, because I think that sounds quite deep.
It is very deep. It's very heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it sounds very calming as well.
Transcending and trans-surfing.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Transcending and trans-surfing.
Oh.
Right.
I'm just reading the comment. Yeah, that's a nice comment.
Thank you, Vishwadeep. Okay.
Yeah, no, that sounds really good. Well, that could be something we talk about as well, because that sounds like you need a long time to talk about that, I would say.
Yeah. Oh, it's again, like in our regular stuff, we go like, okay, we're moving, we're transitioning, we're shifting, whatever it is. But then literally, we're actually transcending, because we're shifting so much within our subconscious mind, within our souls, within our minds.
Wow.
Again, becoming aware of those things is the whole beauty of that.
Yes, awareness, isn't it? Definitely.
Yeah, the third eye, being aware.
Best people on this globe.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So, all right.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Should we transcend?
Yes, let's transcend.
And transition and transurf.
And transurf. Okay.
Totally. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching us. Please, if you have not liked with Nava on Instagram and on Facebook, do so right now, like literally right now, so that she has her. You can watch her videos. She does amazing stuff on Instagram. She's with tons of people, and they talk about different things that would definitely help you take your life on a completely different direction, or just give it some direction. So please do follow with Nava on Instagram and on Facebook, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the 2 weeks, and we shall be seeing you on the 30th of August.
Yes, with more information about transcending, transurfing, and healing. That sounds good. That sounds great.
Yeah. So guys, see you then. Take care. Bye.
Bye.